A police chase ended with a crash into the fence of a Chico woman's house, and weeks later, the debris is still there.
Yeah, take a look. You can actually see the damage left behind. And Action News Now reporter Lauren Cooper is there live now on 7th Street, East 7th Street in Chico, where it happened back on August 3rd. Lauren, how's it looking right now?
Well, Haley, Allen, it pretty much looks the same as the day that it happened. You can see there's all sorts of bent fences in the sidewalk. There's broken glass everywhere and a whole bunch of debris. And the homeowner, Linda Bell, tells me she would like to see the city take some responsibility for it.
I mean, this huge bang, I guess, is what you'd call it. And then I threw on a robe and I was coming downstairs and I could hear the police yelling, "Get on the ground, get on the ground."
The night of August 3rd was enough chaos to last the rest of the year for homeowner Linda Bell, when a car, police say, was fleeing the scene of a drive-by shooting in Chapmantown, crashed into her yard.
It happened like at 2:30 in the morning. And I was shaking like a leaf. I had my son come over and be with me. He lives across town. I was just shaking.
The car actually entered from this corner right here. You can see some of this disturbed dirt on the first home here. That car managed to get some of that grass as far up at the top of this pillar right here. There's also dirt all over this deck here. And this car also broke this home's window, part of their porch, before blowing through the next house's fence and rolling over in Bell's yard, and also partially damaging the neighbor next to her. That's 4 different properties with a lot of damage from one car. For Bell, she's looking at $24,000 in damages just to clear out all the debris, some of which is bent out onto the public sidewalk.
All anybody tells me is that's my problem. That's my insurance. And I said, well, I have a $1,000 deductible. I'm responsible for, well, yeah, you know, who do you think is responsible? Well, the city should take some liability for chasing them into the neighborhood.
She tells me the lack of effort has made her and her neighbors very frustrated.
At least, at the very, very least, have Public Works come out and put up a barrier on each side so that people don't walk down there. Somebody's going to get hurt. But everybody is really frustrated that nobody's doing anything.
Now, I reached out to the city manager, Mark Sorensen, and Public Works Director Eric Gustafson. Gustafson told me that this is actually the first time that he's heard of this incident, but they do have a responsibility to keep the right-of-way clear, so he's going to be looking into that. And then the right-of-way maintenance department also got back to me. They tell me that they, at a minimum, are going to be putting out some cones in this area. Now that I have reached out to them, you can see some of those cones are been placed around the main areas of the site, so that is something that the homeowner was asking for and is happy to see. I'm Lauren Cooper reporting live in Chico, Action News Now.
Okay, aside from the cones, Lauren, is there any indication that the city would help pay for repairs? Is that something that happens?
Yeah, that's not something that is super clear. It was not really mentioned from any of the people that I reached out that they would be paying for any of the damages. But like I said, at a bare minimum, they're going to be putting out some cones to protect the public from tripping over any hazardous materials.
Okay, we'll see what happens next. Thanks, Lauren. Police did arrest 3 men in connection to the crash. 22-year-old Christian Stowe, 30-year-old Jesus Figueroa, and 19-year-old Rafael Figueroa.